Gojo is a first-year high school student with a big passion for making Hina dolls. When he was little, he fell in love with them after watching his grandpa make these beautiful traditional dolls. Since then, Gojo has dreamed of creating the best Hina dolls in the world. But not everyone understands his passion. The first time he shared it with a friend, she didn't just laugh. She called it weird and said it was lame for a boy to like dolls. Her words hurt Gojo deeply, and she stopped talking to him after that. While some people might brush off something like this, Gojo couldn't. From that moment on, he kept his love for Hina dolls a secret and avoided opening up to others. Gojo lives with his grandpa, who raised him after his parents passed away in a car accident. His grandpa runs a Hina doll shop. They don't make much money, but it's enough for both of them. Gojo spends most of his time working on the dolls, but his grandpa often encourages him to hang out with friends. To keep his grandpa from worrying, Gojo lies and says he has plenty of friends but can't hang out because they're busy with clubs. Even though it's not true, this makes his grandpa feel better. Gojo's life is simple and quiet until one day everything changes. Marin, the most popular girl in school, literally crashes into him. She's blonde, gorgeous, and has a bubbly personality that makes everyone love her. After apologizing for bumping into him, Marin notices an ink stain on Gojo's arm and asks about it. Embarrassed, Gojo quickly hides it, worried she'll think he's weird. The stain came from working on his Hina dolls earlier that morning, and he doesn't want anyone to know about his hobby. Marin leaves, but Gojo can't help but admire her. She's not just pretty, she's confident and loves talking openly about her interests, like anime and manga. She even rejects guys who make fun of what she likes. Gojo secretly wishes he could be as brave as Marin. Later that day, some classmates ask Gojo to do their cleaning duties so they can leave early. Gojo agrees without complaining, but Marin walks in and calls them out for taking advantage of him. She tells Gojo he needs to stand up for himself because no one else will. Her words stick with him for days. One evening, Gojo's sewing machine at home breaks. His grandpa sends it for repairs, so Gojo uses the sewing machine in the school's clubroom instead. While he's sewing, Marin walks in. Gojo panics and accidentally drops the Hina doll he's working on. He catches it just in time, but now Marin sees everything. Gojo tries to explain, but Marin doesn't find it weird at all. In fact, she's amazed by how detailed the doll is and praises his skills. For the first time, someone his age appreciates his work. Marin then changes into a cosplay outfit she's been working on and asks for his opinion. Gojo can't help but critique the outfit. It's missing key details and doesn't match the picture she was trying to copy. Realizing he might have been too harsh, Gojo quickly apologizes, but Marin isn't upset. Marin explains that she loves cosplay, but doesn't know how to sew. She asks Gojo to help her bring her favorite characters to life. No one has ever complimented Gojo's work like this, so he feels grateful and agrees to help. Marin is overjoyed and gives him a guidebook to get started. The next day, Marin shows up at Gojo's house unannounced. She couldn't wait until Monday, so she found his shop's address and came over. Gojo freaks out when she enters his room, but things get even more awkward when Marin takes off her clothes so he can take her measurements for the cosplay. Gojo nervously writes down her measurements, but when it comes to her chest, he panics. Marin insists it's hard to measure herself accurately, so Gojo reluctantly does it while shaking like a leaf. Afterward, Marin gives him a DVD of the anime for reference, and Gojo starts studying it right away. Later that night, Gojo's grandpa hears strange noises coming from his room and walks in to find Gojo watching what appears to be an adult anime. Embarrassed, Gojo just greets him casually and keeps watching. His grandpa decides not to ask questions and leaves, assuming Gojo is just at that age. At school, Gojo struggles to make eye contact with Marin, feeling guilty about the anime he watched. Things get worse when he overhears classmates gossiping about how gross it would be if Marin were dating someone like him. Believing it might ruin Marin's reputation, Gojo starts avoiding her. Marin notices and feels hurt but doesn't give up. After school, she confronts Gojo and demands to know why he's been ignoring her. Gojo admits he's worried about people talking badly about her because of him. Marin laughs and tells him not to care about what others think. She even jokes about them dating, which makes Gojo blush. Then she takes his hand and drags him to the store to buy materials for her cosplay. At the store, Marin is amazed by how much thought Gojo has put into the outfit. They grab everything they need and then stop for ramen. While eating, they casually chat about a scene from the anime, shocking nearby office workers with their boldness. On the way home, Marin shows Gojo photos of her favorite cosplayers. When she asks for his opinion, Gojo hesitates, explaining that for him, complimenting someone's beauty is a big deal. Marin smiles, realizing how much thought Gojo puts into everything he does. Gojo was inspired by his grandpa's Hina dolls ever since he was a kid. Their beauty left such a strong impression on him that he can't casually call someone or something beautiful unless he truly means it. Marin respects this about him and even admires his honesty. One day, Marin tells Gojo about a cosplay event happening in 2 weeks. She plans to wear the costume Gojo is making. While Marin is excited, Gojo starts to panic. He's made outfits for Hina dolls before, but sewing for a real person feels like a huge challenge, and the tight deadline only adds to his stress. The thought of letting Marin down makes him even more anxious. When Gojo gets home, he tries to explain his late arrival to his grandpa, saying he was out shopping with friends. His grandpa, thrilled to hear that Gojo is socializing, doesn't think twice until a pack of stockings falls out of Gojo's bag. Shocked, Grandpa stumbles and hurts himself, needing a hospital visit. This incident leaves Gojo feeling awful, and his cousin steps in to help, taking Grandpa to her house so he can rest and recover. The next day, Gojo explains the situation to Marin, who comforts him and gives him her phone number in case he needs support. This small gesture means a lot to Gojo. As he heads to class, he notices a poster announcing midterm exams starting the next week. His plate is now overflowing, studying, running the shop, visiting Grandpa, and finishing Marin's costume. For the next week, Gojo juggles all these responsibilities, pushing himself to the limit. By the time exams end, he's physically and mentally drained. Marin tries to talk to him after school, but he brushes her off, too tired to engage. She even visits his house, but doesn't find him. Marin assumes Gojo is spending time with his grandpa, unaware that he's at home, sick from exhaustion and struggling to finish her costume. Despite his condition, Gojo refuses to give up. He pulls an all-nighter to complete the costume just in time for the event. When Marin sees the finished outfit, she's blown away. She apologizes, admitting she never told him there are plenty of cosplay events, so he didn't have to rush. Her words lift a huge weight off Gojo's shoulders, and he realizes how much her appreciation matters. Both apologize for their mistakes, Gojo for not communicating better, and Marin for underestimating how hard he was working. As they clear the air, Gojo helps Marin get into the costume. While discussing the finishing touches, he shares his dream of becoming a doll maker like his grandpa. Marin is moved and assures him he's talented enough to make it happen. Her confidence in him makes Gojo smile, and Marin feels an unfamiliar warmth. She's starting to see Gojo differently. When Marin finally wears the outfit, she looks stunning. Gojo takes photos for her, and she's so thrilled that she immediately creates a cosplay account to share them online. The next day at the event, Marin is the center of attention. Photographers swarm her for pictures, and she's loving every second. Meanwhile, Gojo feels a bittersweet mix of pride and sadness, thinking this might be the end of their time together now that his job is done. But Marin quickly proves him wrong. She drags him aside to confess a crisis. The dress is too tight because she wore extra padding to match the character's figure, and now it's overheating her. They rush to cool her down and adjust the costume before heading home. On the train ride back, Marin thanks Gojo for everything and shows him the next character she wants to cosplay. Tired but happy, Gojo promises to work even harder next time. As he drifts off to sleep, Gojo whispers that Marin looked beautiful today. She's stunned, knowing how much weight the word beautiful carries for him. Blushing deeply, Marin starts to realize her growing feelings for him. The next day, Marin visits Gojo's house to wash her wig. While she's mesmerized by his focus, Grandpa returns home early and is shocked to find a girl there. After some quick explanations, Grandpa praises Gojo's costume-making skills, though he points out areas for improvement. Marin listens in admiration as Gojo discusses his craft, her feelings for him growing stronger by the second. As they chat, Marin's stomach growls loudly, embarrassing her. Gojo quickly makes dinner, impressing her with yet another hidden talent. During the meal, Grandpa asks about Marin's family. She reveals that her mom passed away years ago and her dad works far from home, leaving her to fend for herself most of the time. Her diet mostly consists of convenience store food, but she proudly mentions that she always drinks milk and eats yogurt to stay healthy. This moment brings everyone closer, and Marin feels more at home with Gojo and his grandpa than she has in a long time. Unbeknownst to her, Gojo is just as grateful for her presence in his life. Grandpa worries about Marin's health and invites her to come over for dinner often. Marin is thrilled and promises to visit more. After dinner, Gojo walks her to the station. Marin struggles to say goodbye, already missing him and wishing they could meet again soon. The next day it rains heavily. A drenched girl stops by Gojo's house. Grandpa sees her and invites her inside, learning she's a friend of Gojo's. When Gojo gets home from school, Grandpa mentions a visitor, leaving Gojo confused. Marin is busy with her job, so who could it be? Thinking it might be a thief, he carefully approaches the lit room and bursts in, only to find a small girl, both of them panicking. The girl introduces herself as Sejuna and explains she's here to ask Gojo to make a costume for her. Initially, Gojo thinks she's interested in Hina doll costumes and is thrilled to meet a young enthusiast. But when he learns she's a year older than him, he's shocked, having mistaken her for a middle schooler. Sejuna quickly clarifies she's talking about cosplay costumes, not doll outfits, and demands he make her an outfit like the one he made for Marin. At first, Gojo refuses, explaining he's not a professional, but Sejuna, with her fiery personality, threatens to report him for breaching her privacy earlier. Panicking, Gojo agrees. Soon, Marin arrives and is overjoyed to meet Sejuna, a popular cosplayer with thousands of followers. Marin fangirls, bombarding Sejuna with cosplay questions, and the two quickly bond. Sejuna requests a Princess Lily costume, a rare and challenging design, inspired by seeing Marin's stunning outfit in photos. Marin decides to join Sejuna in cosplay and offers to split the material costs. Later, Gojo visits Marin's house to borrow anime DVDs for costume research. He's nervous. It's his first time at a friend's house, let alone a girl's. Planning to grab the DVDs and leave, his plan derails when Marin invites him to watch the anime together. As they sit on the couch, Marin blushes, realizing it feels like a cozy date. She's excited but nervous, wishing the moment would last forever, until her stomach growls, breaking the mood. Gojo offers to cook, but Marin insists, wanting to make it feel like they're a couple. Despite her enthusiasm, the best she can manage is an omelet rice. Disappointed, Marin apologizes for the simple meal, but Gojo reassures her it's delicious. Her spirits lifted, she vows to improve next time. Gojo finishes the anime and begins working on the costumes. Sejuna later texts about meeting at a studio for the photo shoot. At the studio, they meet Sejuna's younger sister, Shinju. Both Gojo and Marin are stunned. Shinju is taller than Marin despite being in middle school. Marin, fascinated, bluntly asks about her height, shocking Gojo with her straightforwardness. Shinju helps Sejuna with photography, using their father's DSLR to create professional-looking photos. She encourages Marin to buy one for her cosplays, but Marin balks at the high prices and resolves to save up. Curious, Marin asks if Shinju ever cosplays. Shinju denies it but seems hesitant. Later, at the studio, a spooky abandoned hospital perfect for their cosplay theme, Gojo notices Sejuna looks uneasy. She admits she's scared of haunted places, but insists they use this location since it's ideal. Touched by her dedication, Gojo asks why she sought him out instead of hiring a professional. Sejuna reveals she fell in love with Marin's costume and knew she needed Gojo's help. Moved, Gojo promises to do his best. But when he lightly touches Sejuna's hand, she faints. She's never been around boys her age before. After recovering, they continue their preparations. The next day, Marin invites Gojo to the beach, thrilled to learn it's his first time there. She teases him about his excitement and impulsively suggests traveling together over summer break. Realizing she said, "Just the two of us," Marin internally panics, but Gojo happily agrees. 2 weeks into summer break, Gojo finishes the outfits. Marin and Sejuna look stunning, barely recognizing themselves. At the photo shoot, Shinju reveals she secretly wants to cosplay. She confesses her fear of ruining Sejuna's reputation due to her appearance. Gojo encourages her, sharing how Marin helped him pursue his dreams. Inspired, Shinju reveals she wants to cosplay as a male character from their anime. Gojo reassures Shinju and gives her his school shirt to try on for the costume. While Shinju changes, Gojo waits outside, silently rooting for her newfound confidence. After Shinju puts on the shirt Gojo gave her, he steps inside to check the fit. But it's awkward. She's struggling to fit into it. Suddenly, a button pops off like a bullet. Gojo realizes how close he was to getting hurt and starts brainstorming ways to make her chest look smaller for the costume. They search online and find a solution, a special body binder. After some experimenting, Shinju is ready. Gojo adds a wig and some light makeup, and now Shinju looks completely transformed. Back at the abandoned hospital, Marin and Sejuna are stunned by Shinju's appearance. She looks amazing. They waste no time and start taking photos, recreating scenes from the anime. While they're busy, Sejuna pulls Gojo aside. She thanks him for helping her sister. She admits she never knew Shinju wanted to cosplay and feels like a failure as an older sister. Gojo reassures her, saying it's hard to share your dreams with others. Hearing this, Sejuna realizes how kind and supportive Gojo is and finds herself falling for him. Meanwhile, Shinju's chest binder gives out, causing an embarrassing moment. They quickly wrap up the shoot. Later, Shinju edits the photos and sends them to Gojo and Marin, and they all marvel at how incredible they turned out. A few days later, Marin and Gojo hang out in Shibuya. It's Gojo's first time in the bustling area, and he feels a little out of place. Marin decides to reward him for all his hard work with a gift, a stylish shirt. She takes him to a shop, and while Gojo changes, the salesman outside wonders if Marin's stunning looks match the man inside. When Gojo steps out, the salesman is taken aback but compliments the shirt. Marin can't stop staring at how good Gojo looks. She makes him try on more clothes, but she can't afford to buy them all. In the end, they settle on matching shirts. Afterward, they enjoy ramen, ice cream, and even visit an internet cafe. The tiny booth makes Gojo nervous as they sit close together. Marin shows him a manga about a demon girl who falls in love with an otaku boy. She wants to cosplay as the character but worries the hairstyle won't suit her. Gojo reassures her with a serious expression, saying she'd look amazing. Marin blushes, deeply touched. A few days later, Gojo finishes the costume, and Marin decides on a photo shoot location, a love hotel. Gojo doesn't realize until they're inside and immediately panics. Marin changes into her costume, and when she comes out, she's thrilled with how it turned out. Gojo calms down enough to focus on the photos. For one pose, he has Marin sit on the bed while he captures the perfect shot. But as he moves to stand, he accidentally hits the remote, turning off the lights. In the darkness, they end up inches from each other, almost sharing a kiss, until the phone rings, snapping them back to reality. Their session is over and they leave, both flustered. The next day, Gojo visits Marin's house to help her with homework. Once they're done, they watch a horror movie. Marin seems calm at first, but as the movie gets scarier, she becomes terrified. Meanwhile, Gojo ends up enjoying it, which surprises her. On the last day of summer vacation, they meet for a fireworks festival. Marin wears a yukata, and Gojo is stunned by how beautiful she looks. They buy snacks while waiting for the show to start. When the fireworks light up the sky, Gojo is amazed. It's his first time seeing them. He's glad he came and shares this special moment with Marin. After a lot of walking, Marin's feet start to hurt. Gojo offers to get bandages, but she insists he carry her instead. Nervously, he agrees and gives her a piggyback ride to the station. On the way, Marin suggests they watch fireworks in a new place next year. Gojo smiles, happy to know they'll still be together. That night, Marin calls Gojo, terrified after watching another horror movie. She's scared to sleep and asks if they can just talk. Gojo agrees. They chat for hours, sharing stories and laughing until Gojo gets drowsy. As he drifts off, Marin softly confesses her love and whispers goodnight.
金だし痛い目ね